Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your March 2022 monthly reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, Sag, so we have one card that's upright. Those of you that are new to my channel, welcome to all of you. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I like the jumpers, and also I always go with the cards that are upright. And so that's this one here, and it's you will be surprised. So there's a surprise that's coming in for you, Sag. Very nice. And your energy has been coming up quite a bit in the other readings. So, yeah, there could be something exciting that's going on for you guys here in March. What does Sagittarius have coming up in March 2022, please? And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, go check me out on Facebook and Instagram. If you're interested in a private read, I do have more information over on my website. That link is below. All right, looking at March for Sagittarius. What does Sag have coming up in March, please? Alright, so wow, we have the Knight of Swords crossed by the Ace of Coins. Okay, so there could be some money coming in. It may come in when you least expect it with this Knight of Swords energy. Knight of Swords energy is swift. It can be very sudden. Let's see what else we get. I am looking at your foundation right now, Sag. What is the foundation for Sagittarius, please? There could be an opportunity that's coming in. It could be very unexpected. Wow, you have the Star at your foundation. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Now, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but another sign had this. I believe it was Aries. So maybe some of you have Aries in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries. If so, go check that reading out. But yeah, it was Aries. They had the Star at their foundation as well. Let's see. Wow. In the recent past, you have the Six of Wands. All right, what is crowning Sag here in March, please? Okay, we have the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or this could be your boss for some of you. This could be a businessman who's significant. This could be you. But let's see, what is the near future? Looking at the near future for Sagittarius, please. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. She just jumped out. She landed upright, which is great. So we have a couple of characters here. You could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or, you know, this could be your energy here around the second week. Now I'm looking at your power. And so this is your power in this situation, or just throughout the entire month. Let's see what you have going on. Sagittarius. Wow. 9 of Coins. Very nice. Self-sufficient, successful, financially secure, independent. Very nice, Sagittarius. Maybe, you know, you have a lot to offer. Very nice. Let's see. So next position is how others are viewing you. This can be a number of different people or a specific person that you're dealing with. So let's take a look at that for Sag. How others are viewing them here in March. Wow. And this is one of your cards. It's the Knight of Wands. Because I have 2 knights here, though, for some of you, not all of you, there could be a competitive situation, but that's not all of you. Maybe some of you are very motivated. You could be in a rush because we have the Knight of Swords here as well. Some of you could be maybe feeling impatient. Let's see. Next, I'm looking at the hopes and fears. Hopes or fears for Sag. Let's see. We have the 4 of Wands. It's sideways. I think that the hope is to feel maybe more secure. Others, maybe you're looking for a new place to live or trying to move up within your career. I see here that you're at the 9 of Pentacles. Maybe you want the 10 of Pentacles. If you're dealing with someone, this definitely can be some of you wanting to get married, or maybe you want a commitment. Look at that. As I say that, we get the outcome, which is the Hierophant, which can represent marriage. And so some of you, this is what you want. Maybe you want someone to settle down. If somebody was inconsistent. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, that's what this is. Wow. Overall energy for the month is the Queen of Swords. All right. So doesn't matter if you're male, female, doesn't matter. Queen of Swords is very serious. Very serious. Yes, can be a little dry, unemotional, detached, yes. But, you know, sometimes that's needed. And, you know, if you were dealing with somebody who was inconsistent or playing around, I mean, we see you, Sag, knowing your worth. Queen of Swords will not hesitate to cut you off, to cut you out of her life. And so it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Now, some of you may have Aquarius or possibly even Gemini in your chart. We do have some characters here, though. We have the King of Coins, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then we have a couple Knights. You will be surprised. So there could be some clarity or a truth that is revealed here in the month of March. Wow. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, we have the 10 of Swords. Underneath the 10 of Swords, we do have the Moon and the Emperor. So in Aries may be significant. Aries, Taurus. Possibly Cancer, Pisces. But if if somebody in your life has been going through it with the Ten of Swords, somebody may have been going through something. They may have even possibly, this is for a small group of you, but I still will mention it because I'm getting it. Someone is healing, but in the past, someone definitely could have been betrayed, or there could have been some sort of mistreatment. Now, this could be you. Maybe you've been keeping this to yourself because the moon keeps things hidden. If this is you, you could be making some cuts, Queen of Swords. If you feel betrayed, you're absolutely, without a doubt, cutting someone off. You may feel like a victim. Some of you are a victim. There could be some sort of deception here. For some of you, this could be something legal or maybe something with a contract. But there's a surprise coming, and I don't feel like it's bad. But some of you, you may have been maybe hiding your true feelings or hiding the truth, or if you feel betrayed or mistreated, or if somebody else around you feels like that, you could be learning that. For some of you, this is at the start of the month. Now, there could be an air sign that is significant, but there could be some sort of truth that's being exposed, because we have you will be surprised, and then we have this air energy here, this sudden energy. So there could be a secret or something being revealed. Also, if you've had like a legal matter that's been ongoing, this could be a dispute that is being resolved, or you know, this could be, for some of you, it could be money coming in. Maybe you're surprised. Maybe some of you, you're surprised. Someone could be reaching out to you. There definitely could be communication here right at the start of the month. If you're a Sag that has lost money, if you've lost money, I feel like you're going to be fine. Some of you may have, you could have gotten into something, or this is something that you're doing at the start of the month. The Knight of Swords tends to act too fast sometimes. So if you are making any sort of financial decisions here, maybe you need to work with a professional. Maybe you need to get some advice first. But if there was a loss, specifically financially, I think that you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. This could even be something with a property for some of you. But just stay positive. You have the Star at your foundation. So this is you needing to have faith. Have faith, stay positive. And Aries had this in the same position, but their reading was really all about a lack of faith, actually. Yours is the opposite. You are a more optimistic sign. That's just my personal belief about, you know, the sign of Sagittarius. You guys are very, very upbeat, and for the most part, obviously, would depend on what you have going on in your life and what you have in your chart. But You tend to be very positive people. And so I feel like the path that you're on, it's meant to be. This is also you very much being divinely protected. And so if there was a loss, you know, when things leave our life, it's to make room for the new. And so sometimes things happen and really, you know, it can be a blessing in disguise. You don't realize it at the time. You know, if a relationship has ended or if someone did betray you, you know, maybe there's someone better that's coming in. Maybe some of you, you're meant to maybe go at it alone. But, you know, that's not for all of you. Some of you have very strong faith, and you may actually have distanced yourself, or you are distancing yourself from maybe a King of Coins or a Queen of Cups. And this could be you actually very swiftly, Sag, at the start of the month. Maybe you're making a cut, but this is you taking action. I mean, the Queen of Swords here, this could just simply be your energy. You may not even have air in your chart. This is just your energy. Queen of Swords does not play around. And many of you know your worth. In the recent past, there could have been maybe a raise or a promotion, some sort of recognition. Now, I am reading for some of you where you are stars. In some way, in your own right, you are a star. Some of you are going to be, and so maybe you're a creator. Really, you could work in any field, but some of you do work in the public eye in some way. You have the Six of Wands in the recent past, and so this is success, recognition. Some of you do work in the public eye. You have the King of Coins crowning you, and so, I mean, you got your mind on your money, and so some of you, you're moving towards this abundance, but for others, this is you maintaining, maybe living comfortably, living a certain lifestyle. And so that's your focus on your career. Some of you are spending money here at the start of March. Sometimes you have to spend money to make money. You could be making money, Sag, and it's a surprise for some of you. Yeah, I mean, this could be something that happens suddenly. You know, I'm even getting that for a few of you, there could have been a loss, but then there's a gain immediately following this. So again, I feel like you're divinely protected, Sag. Now, yes, of course, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. You also could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, with this Queen of Cups here. I love this Queen of Cups. I love this entire deck. It's a beautiful deck. The name is below if you're wondering, but this is psychic energy, psychic vibes. You're in touch with your feelings here at this time. I see you loving yourself. If you're single, I see you loving yourself. I see you loving your lifestyle. Some of you, yes, are more focused on business matters, but at this time, you definitely could be pampering yourself. So second, third week, we have the Queen of Cups and you have the Nine of Coins. And so this is you maybe pampering yourself. For some of you could be spending some money on yourself. You could be treating yourself. Sometimes that's necessary, you know. Some of you are traveling here at this time. You could be going on vacation, but I am reading for others where maybe you're moving. That could be the money that you're spending here for some of you. Is maybe, you know, you bought a house or something like that. And the Nine of Coins is in the position of your power. And so this is you knowing your worth, not settling for less than you deserve. Not at all. If someone does you wrong with this energy, you're done. This could be you even ghosting somebody. And so, you know, take it how it resonates, but you have movement here. And so, you know, if you're a cross watcher and you're dealing with the Sag, you're watching this reading because you're dealing with the Sag, they know their worth. And so treat them right. Treat them right. Yeah, if you're dealing with somebody who's inconsistent or playing games, I think you're done. Some of you may have possibly, and this isn't for all of you, but some of you may have been dealing with someone who's too focused on the past. And that can be, you know, a variety of different things. Maybe it's a past relationship or, you know, whatever. Could be, you know, past pain or resentment or something like that. Past matter. Some people tend to live in the past, and that's not a place to live. And so, but I feel like you're not about that. You're the opposite. You're the complete opposite. And so you could be going your separate way, Sag. I mean, you do have the Nine of Coins here, which technically is an independent energy. Some of you are doing some traveling. You could be traveling to see family with the Four of Wands here. Those of you that are involved with someone, this could be you taking your relationship to the next level. And yes, this could be marriage, but again, Sag, no matter if you're male or female, doesn't matter. This Sag knows their worth. And so if you are dealing with someone who is still playing around, I mean, some of you that I'm reading for, you want to settle down. And so if someone doesn't give you what you want, you may take off on them. But I feel like, you know, whatever it is that you want, you can make it happen. I feel like you're very much in your power, Sag. And so this could be a commitment here at the end of March. You may actually be involved with either an Aries, a Taurus, or maybe they're a cusper. For those of you where this is business, you could be signing a lease or purchasing property. There could be a move. You may be moving up within the company that you work for. This is you moving into maybe a position of power or having more power. For some of you, there's a title. This is status. Having some sort of status and wealth. I mean, I'm reading for some Sages where you're doing quite well. So congratulations to you. And there could have been recognition in the recent past. Again, I'm reading for some of you where you're a star in some way, or you are just on the right path. This is meant for you, and you have a lot of faith in yourself and, you know, the direction that you're moving in. But let's do some clarifying. To be honest, guys, I really don't even want to. This reading is so positive. I love this reading for you guys. I really don't want to clarify. I can see that there was either some sort of betrayal or loss in the recent past. but that is behind you. This is you moving on. I see you focused on the future. Yeah, I see you focused on the future. All right, let's look at, we will look at the Knights. What is the Knight of Wands? And then I'm going to look at the Knight of Swords. It is forward movement. It is a shift in the energy. But let's see if we can get more information. It could be some of you very passionate, maybe a little impatient. Yeah, I mean, we have the Queen of Rods showing up here. So for many of you, especially you feminines, this is your energy. Very creative, inspired, motivated. If someone is pissing you off here in March, you're done. You're done. I mean, you're taking off. You know your worth. You could be moving. You could be ghosting someone. I mean, you have the means to do so. So again, I mean, don't mess with this, Sag. You have the means to do so. So if you want to move, you're going to move. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Coming through, we have the Empress. You know your worth. This is you loving yourself here. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Now, maybe some of you may have had, or you have maybe someone that was living with you. You may have had your kids maybe still at home or something like that. For some of you, I mean, maybe you're going to have the house all to yourself with this independent energy. There could be something like that going on. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Clarifying the Knight of Swords. Look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming out twice. So this is no longer a challenge. This is money that's coming in. At certain times, you definitely may need to ground yourself, ground your energy, take a moment here. Maybe some of you are actually spending some money here as well. Again, maybe some of you are spending money to make money. And look at this, we have Temperance. So here you are showing up in your reading. So this is beautiful. But again, it's you being spiritually guided and protected. It's also you maybe slowing it down at certain times. It's bringing in that balance and moderation. It's you managing. It's you dealing with whoever you're dealing with. For some of you, it could be the company that you work for. With the Hierophant here at the end of the month, it's obviously a more traditional energy. It's doing the right thing. It's following the rules and all of that. And so some of you could be doing that. All right. Let's pull you some additional guidance cards. Sagittarius for March, please. You could be making your marriage work for those of you that are married. If there were some issues, maybe you didn't think that someone was going to change or something like that. You got to take it how it resonates, because for some of you, you know, it's the opposite, where maybe you were dealing with someone who was maybe a little bit immature, or they were inconsistent in the past, but this person could be manning up or womaning up. They could be growing up and maybe making a commitment to you here with the Hierophant. Some of you could be getting married with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant coming out with the Knight of Wands. I mean, congratulations if you are. I mean, this could be something that you're going to do suddenly for some of you. The Ten of Swords sometimes shows up when we've finally maybe gotten over that last hurdle. We just went through a very, very tough time or cycle, and sometimes it'll show up when we finally have gotten through like the worst of it, or maybe that last little hurdle, and we're finally closing the door on that chapter. And so for some of you, that's maybe with dealing with some sort of heartache or pain, or maybe being on your own. It could also be with recovering. It could be financial recovery, or this could be physical. This could be mental and emotional recovery for some of you. Now, we have look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Okay, so before you take action, the advice here, the guidance here is to maybe do some research, possibly for some of you, maybe ask a professional. But yeah, look into something maybe a little bit more, do some studying, do some research. Now, I am reading for some of you where you may be a writer or an artist, and I do see you in the spotlight. I see success if you're waiting for money to come in, maybe for something to be published. That is right around the corner if it hasn't been already. Oh yes, start of March, third week. I mean, for some of you, this is a book coming out. This is a book deal that's very lucrative. So congrats again, Sag. I mean, this is a great reading. Again, you're closing the door on a very difficult time. All right, let's see. Let me pull you one of these. Additional guidance for Sagittarius for March. Yeah, some of you have published something, or it's being published. This can be a book or any creative project, creative artwork, whatever it is. Some of you are definitely very talented. The situation will improve. Yes, we see that. And then we also have communicate clearly. So say what you need to say. I think you will with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And maybe when you do that, you will be surprised, Sag, actually. Yeah, maybe some of you are telling someone how you feel. This is putting the past behind you. All right, let's look at your love life, but communicate clearly. You may feel softer, definitely by the second week, softer and more in touch with your emotions by the second week. What do they have going on the love front, please, Sagittarius? Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Well, that's exciting. Wow, that's exciting. So maybe some of you were single, doing your thing, focused on your career, and someone could be telling you how they feel. I mean, that could be, for some of you, it's at the start of the month, but for others, I mean, it could be here, second or third week. I mean, there's movement. There's movement throughout the entire month. And so, yeah, this is great. Let's pull you one of these, Sagittarius. Maybe you're telling someone how you feel. With communicate clearly, the situation will improve. I mean, maybe you're moving in this direction here, which could be marriage. Could be moving in together with somebody. Sagittarius. Wow, okay. I don't see this card too often. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Wow. I mean, if you're single, this could be love coming in, a passionate romance when you least expect it. Now, it could be with a fire sign. It could be this Sag, and maybe you're the cross watcher watching this. Wow, this is beautiful. It's sacred. Wow. Others, I mean, this is possibly moving in together, settling down. Could be marriage, but those of you that are maybe older, I mean, this is maybe just getting serious. Maybe you're purchasing a home together or a vacation home together for some of you. Very nice. I mean, this is really nice. Let's look at career and finances. Let's see, Sagittarius. Moonlighting. Okay. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon, your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So I could be reading for some of you where maybe you've been working a job part-time, but it will take off. Money will come in. Some of you may be business owners, entrepreneurs. Things may happen quickly for some of you, and you're going to be surprised. This could be something with publishing. Others, you may be working at night. If you're landing a new job suddenly, this could be a nighttime position for some of you. Some of you may simply feel more inspired to work at night. Nothing wrong with that. Whenever you feel like, you know, you're inspired. For some people, that is at night. Maybe you've been doing something on the side like a hobby, and now you're surprised because that hobby is actually going to maybe turn into a career for you. I mean, this is pretty amazing. And you know, this is a similar energy that I just got for a little bit with the Aries reading. So again, maybe some of you have Aries in your chart. But I just filmed the Pisces new moon collective reading. It's a collective reading for all signs. And so I definitely am reading for some Sages because this is a very similar vibe. So go check that reading out. And you came up in that reading as well. Temperance came out in that spread as well. All right. So let's see what signs you're dealing with, Sag, here in March. Scorpio. So this Queen of Cups, if she is somebody else, this could be a Scorpio. Maybe you're a Scorpio, Sag, cusper. Oh, look at that. And then we have Cancer. So lots of water. Lots of water. And we see the moon at the bottom of the deck as well. All right, guys. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, go check me out on Facebook, Instagram. I'm doing some exclusive stuff over there, so please go check me out and follow me over there if you haven't already. If you are interested in having a private reading, I am doing readings at the moment. All of my information is down below. All right, guys. I hope that you found this reading helpful. Have a great month. Take care.